A lot of people go throughout the day just disrespecting themselves, really, nilly, really, really, killy, killy. Okay, focus. Focus, okay? You disrespect yourself when you abuse your own boundaries. If you set a boundary for yourself and then you yourself don't even follow it, then that's disrespect to self. Why would someone respect you if they can feel the energy that you don't even respect you? You just go around just disrespect, disrespect, la 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 la. In order for you to stop getting disrespected and to start being respected by others, is to first stop disrespecting yourself. Hey, you guys, it's your girl Connie, and you are back watching another episode of Chaos to Creation, where we turn life's hot mess into mastery. And to all my new creators, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and to the creation crew. Quit playing with it. Okay, so since you guys begged me for part two, I'm here to give it to you. Now, on the part one, I pretty much talked about being disrespected and how did you show up to become disrespected by your peers and things like that. And just simply that it's an energy thing. Now, before you get into this episode, if you did not watch part one, you need to watch part one so you can understand the foundation of part two. Because in part two, I'm going to kind of explain to you guys like how to stop being disrespected and the things that you can do to attract different energy and exude different energy that says, don't disrespect me, don't play with me like that. Okay. So I'm going to give you, let me see, one, two, three, four. I'm going to give you four tips on how you can stop being disrespected by people, family, friends, coworkers, whoever, right? How you can stop being disrespected and start to be respected. And then on the fourth one, which is important, the most important. So you have to watch this video all the way through to get to the last one because in the last one, I'm going to explain to you how to even do that in depth. You'll understand. Just stay tuned. So first and foremost, how did you show up to get disrespected? You showed up to be disrespected and to have that sign on your forehead that says disrespect me is because you have lacked accountability. Being accountable is one of the most important rules that I live by, that we live by as creators. Being accountable is the most important thing you need to do. Everybody needs to be accountable, period. I explained in the last episode that we all play a part in our own lives and our own creations. We play a part, whether that be 50%, 60%, 70%, 80%, 90%, or even 100. You played a part somewhere, somehow, some way. Figure out how you played that part, and then you can correct the steps so that you don't play that part again. Okay? So being accountable is super important. You need to be real with yourself. Be real, raw, honest. You don't have to be honest to me. You don't got to be honest to me, but you need to be honest to you. Okay, boo? The second one is being able to have a certain level of humility. If you're not able to have this level of humility, there's no way you're going to be accountable. There's no way that you can say, I was wrong, I did this, I played this part, if you can have a certain level of humility and being able to just own up to it. Let it go. Understand the part that I played. Now, for an example, I'm going to give y'all an example of how I showed up in a situation to get disrespected, right? My first few podcast episodes that I did, I had guests. I had specific guests that were supposed to show up. And so two of the guests were one, my cousin, and this girl that I was friends with. As you can tell by what I just said, we're clearly not friends no more. But I pretty much just asked them, like, hey, I want you to come on the podcast, be one of my first few guests, and we're going to do what we do on the phone and for the camera. And it's going to be so great because I pretty much just love, like, I used to really love debating with people, having conversations, learning people's different perspectives, things like that. And sometimes the conversations will get heated, right? They not heated in the sense like we beefing, but like on my end, it it would be like, oh, we're really into this conversation. On their end, they may have felt like it was hot. But on my end, I'm like, oh, this is just fun. This is just play. Like, we just having a good time. We just having a conversation. So that's what we would do over the phone. So I'm like, you guys need to come on the show and support your girl. So I set the dates out, rented me out of Airbnb, all that good stuff. And mind you, when it was time for it to happen, the day of, first and foremost, my cousin decided not to even text me the whole day, just ignore me for the whole day. And so I said, okay, okay, cool, cut off. And then my friend, the girl, she decided to text me the morning of and tell me that she don't think she can do it. And I thought to myself, that was very disrespectful of what you did. What you did, not showing up and then doing this the day of and then not responding all day long, was extremely disrespectful to me, especially when you know how passionate I am about starting this podcast. So when it came to the girl, I immediately came into in my head the idea like, okay, how the f did I play a part in this? What did I do? And I had to realize, because I didn't present myself in a more respectable manner on the phone when we would have debates about certain things and it would get heated and hot and things like that. And I'm thinking that it's because, you know, I'm thinking these conversations are just playful. We're just having a good time. You may be debating and we may be talking over each other, that it's just fun. It's just play. But whole time to that person, she may have thought like, okay, well, if that's how I do on my phone, I don't want it to be like that on camera because I don't want to conduct myself in the type of a light. I don't know if that's how she felt for real, but this is just what I came to in my head. I thought to myself like, that's probably how she felt. So then she decided that day she wanted to go ahead and cancel on me. So I understood in that situation, how did I show up in that whole scenario of how I got disrespected and the part that I played in my own disrespect. Now, with my cousin, on the other hand, I realized that was nothing but a projection, right? And we talked about that in the last episode, part one. And so the next one, letting go of the ego. You can't be accountable and you can't have a certain level of humility if your ego is always just in the way. Like, my ego used to be like, I'm right all the time. Now, 9 times out of 10, 7 times out of 10, I am right. I am. I know it. I can feel it, right? But those 3 times out of 10 when I'm not right, I still feel that energy of, I think I'm right, I think I'm right, I think I'm right. But it's me being able to evaluate the situation, be honest and be truthful to myself to say, well, you know what, I wasn't right in that situation. I wasn't right. That's me letting go of my ego and allowing me to be real with myself to say, okay, I was not right in the situation and I need to show up different next time. Period. Letting go of that ego. You're not always correct. You're just not. You're just not. And I realized that when I realized that people are not always right. And so I thought to myself, well, if people aren't always right, I'm a part of people. We're the same. So how am I always right then if people aren't always right? Food for thought, baby. Food for thought. Now, the most important, number four. Number four. Y'all, focus. Focus, okay? Focus for number four. Number four. In order for you to stop getting disrespected and to start being respected by others, is to first stop disrespecting yourself. Stop disrespecting yourself. A lot of people go throughout the day just disrespecting themselves willy nilly, really, killy. Okay? You just go around just disrespect, la. And you don't realize you're disrespecting yourself, but I'm going to tell you right now that you are. Yeah, I am. You disrespect yourself when you are constantly lying to yourself. When you're lying to yourself, saying that I'm right, I'm never wrong, that's disrespect, period. When you're constantly lying to yourself and saying that I'm better than everyone's or people are always doing this to me, people are always doing that to me, blah blah blah. It's this person's fault, it's that person's fault. When you're lying to yourself, saying those things, you're disrespecting yourself because then you're not giving yourself the opportunity to evaluate, to be accountable, and to accept that you had a part to play. You disrespect yourself when you abuse your own boundaries. If you set a boundary for yourself and then you yourself don't even follow it, then that's disrespect to self. Why would someone respect you if they can feel the energy that you don't even respect you? Why would someone follow your boundaries when they can feel the energy and see the energy that you don't even follow your own boundaries? How do you expect somebody to do that if you don't do it? If you set something in stone and you say, I'm not going to allow this situation to happen to me, or I'm not going to allow this type of response from someone, but then you allow it without any remorse, without saying anything, then people are going to pick up on it. They're going to say, oh, well, she just allowed me to do this. He just allowed me to do that. He just let me do that, to him. Like, what? She let me say that to her? What? Or she's saying that to herself, or she's doing that to herself, he's doing that to himself. It's okay if I do it. Let's be real now. Come on now. Next one. You disrespect yourself when you don't allow yourself to feel emotions. When you think you just this hard body, big body, I ain't never felt an emotion. You doing all that. You're disrespecting yourself because at the end of the day, you're human. You're supposed to feel. You're supposed to feel these emotions. Feel them. Sit in them. Allow them to come and let them go. Okay? You disrespect yourself when you're not reliable. If you say you're going to do something for you, or you say you're going to do something for somebody else and you don't follow through, in your mind, you just told yourself that I'm not worthy enough and capable enough to do X, Y, and Z. You just told that person that they're not capable enough and worthy enough to do X, Y, and Z, even after they said they were going to do it. Stand behind what you say you're going to do. Be reliable. And that's something I had to learn. And then the most important of all, okay? Most important of all, of a reason why you disrespect yourself, why people disrespect you, is because you don't know how to say no. Saying no doesn't just mean, oh no, I don't want to go to this party. Oh no, I don't want to drink this drink. Oh no, I don't want to eat right now. Oh no, I don't want to do this activity. Saying no also means not being able to say no also means no to, I don't want to fast. I'm not going to fast for 3 days. I can't do that. That's crazy. I can never fast for 3 days. What? I need food. I need chicken. I need something. Um, not being able to say no also is like, I don't think that I can ever give up this cigarette or this weed or this drug or this TV show. That's what saying no. Saying no means you know that if you let this thing go, even for a little period amount of time, if you let it go, you know that you're going to feel better. You know that you're going to elevate in some sort of a sense. But because you can't say no, you disrespect yourself. And you don't give yourself the opportunity to evolve because you can't say no. Now, I've reached my max. If you like this type of content, if you like it, if you're feeling, if you need more of this type of advice, this type of great energy, this great perspective that I'm here to give to you, baby, I need you to like, comment, and subscribe. I need you to comment down below. Tell me you like it. Say, I like it. Let me know, because if you don't tell me, I won't know. So, y'all, you have tuned in to another episode of Chaos to Creation. It's your girl, Connie, and I will see you next time.